Hey Christian and Robert, how you doing, guys? Market's having a good moment. Up at the highest it's been since August last year. So certainly the what, 5-10 month highs. Hey Vols. Excellent. Former client of one of my employees. Conference call in progress. So earnings just dropped this morning, 7 o'clock. Now they've got a conference call, so Now they're delayed. Okay. Yeah, it's just started. So I was going to say they delayed the call to 8:15. It should have been like 7 a.m. But like, go figure. That's Catalan. I'm a mid-cap stock. Why is the video so fuzzy? Try clicking the little gear wheel and selecting high definition there, Robert. It's probably because you've got your settings set to either automatic or like 340 HP or something. So try changing the settings. Click on the little gear wheel on the screen, and you should see your options to go into HD or 720 at the very worst. Alistair, happy man this morning, no doubt. Don't get it all today. Absolutely. Where did I get in on SDA? 656. I think you'll be okay. We'll see what happens at the weekend with you shited. Man, you shited. Good stuff, Doji. Good stuff. Yeah, STA is not doing anything right now, so come back to that if it actually wakes up. It's just kind of sideways since it popped. You can see it there. You can see it there on the bottom screen. So that's why got that there. You can see it pops. Got Farfetch, not really doing much right now. Had earnings yesterday. Another quiet day at the moment. Monogram Orthopedics. Let's have a look at that. Yeah. Yeah, nah. Not something worth looking at. Pre-market's been very tepid. It was a SPAC merger, Vols. Not so much an IPO, but it's kind of an IPO. It was a SPAC merger. It's a Chinese SPAC merger. It sold off hard yesterday and it's just bouncing up again now. So, all right, what else are we looking at today? The S&P 500. Let's put this on the daily, see where we're actually at. So we're up here at kind of 420s. But if you pull this, so this is the market as a whole. We had the bottom out there in October, but the last time we were actually up at this level, so we beat these swing highs, we beat this swing high. The last time we were actually up at this level was back in August last year. So, nice little bullish week. So, first off, Alistair, a SPAC is a special acquisitions company. Right, okay, so it's a special acquisitions company. So essentially it's a company formed, it's often termed a blank check company. It's a company that's formed to raise money for another project. So you see these happen all the time, and it's usually an easy way to go to market. So what we'll do is the SPAC will go to market on the stock market, and it will raise money by selling off shares in the special acquisitions company. Once it's got enough money, it will then merge with the company that it was originally that had the project for, in order to do whatever the project actually is. So that's what a SPAC is. MGRM. Yeah, it's not doing anything right now. Look at this on the no volume. Just no volume. It launched yesterday, and it didn't really do anything. So it popped up in the evening, went from kind of 12 to 30, 34. But it's right now there's just no volume. Certainly one to keep an eye on. I mean, technically it's up 100% on the day, but like I say, it didn't really do much. It opened yesterday at $10, I think it was. Yeah, 10.15. It went as high as 13.86 on the day. It didn't really move much across the board yesterday. I think when it launched, what was it, 11 a.m. So it wasn't very really volatile, but after hours it moved again. But it moved on very low volume. So read into that what you will. So a new IPO won't hit the scanner because the scanners are based on the previous day's closing price, JSpec. So if you're talking about the scanners and the momentum scanners, so it's based on yesterday's closing price. So if it's not got a yesterday's closing price, then it won't hit the scanners. So that's why IPOs and very often SPAC mergers don't hit the scanners in that same sense. So what you need to do is take a look at or create another list for IPOs and SPAC mergers. That's why they're JSpec, because you're not using Benzinga. Oh, yesterday's demon. Yeah, no volume, nothing to do. It's down on the day. Probably won't do anything. Yeah, no, there's not a lot moving right now, so just sit and watch the market, I guess. Right, okay. What filters do I have on my scanners right now, Thomas? I have value and price and volume filters. So on the gap scanner, I've got 150,000 on the volume and price of $2. So anything below those values will not be seen. And then on the momentum scanner, I've got a 50,000 volume and a price of $2. So I don't know what you mean by overwhelming, J-Spec. Trade IDs is more expensive than Benzinga, but I don't know. It's double T. Yeah, companies like Deere, they're not as volatile. So these high cap stocks, they're not as volatile. So percentage gains across the day, you're not going to get those big moves, even with the catalyst. Yeah, Powell speaking later. Yeah. What he usually does when he speaks, he usually has an adverse effect on the market. The guy is so dull. I don't know what his wife thinks of him, but he's so dull. He literally is like the definition of a bedtime story. He is like put you to sleep. Hey, art market. Well, I hope they don't. I mean, I'm happy watching my money print on the T-triple-Qs. Got a large position on the T-triple-Qs at the moment. Yeah, so going back to what who was it? Double T was talking about. Let's have a look at Deere, for example. You can see very low volume out of hours. When the market comes in, you do get reasonable volume when after the bell rings. So you're looking at about what 2 million shares traded on a daily basis for a company like Deere. I'm just having a look at the statistics here. It's 1.6 million actually, so I wasn't too far off. It was a good guesstimate, as it were. But it's a much bigger market cap. It's smaller with the industry average, but it is a much bigger market cap. I mean, you're talking in billions. Yeah, and that's what I'm doing with it, J-Spec. Been holding it since 26, so basically, when I when I liquidated my crypto positions, I put it all into the TQQQ, and I've been holding it there since. So it's a little over 26. Yeah, no, it's a good it's a good index to use. I mean, a lot of people will buy the SPY, and SPY's safe. You know, long term, you're always going to get good movement. But yeah, going back to Deere and Company. Deere and Company's up 3% today, but well, it's a $15 swing, but it's up 3%. But it's very expensive, and you really only get that kind of volatility on these companies around earnings. So what I tend to do is whilst I'm not traded Deere, I have traded stocks of a similar kind of price. I don't tend to do it very often on earnings. So Nvidia, for example, or Tesla, or you know, whatever it had been previously, Microsoft. So when you get, that's when you get a little bit of volatility introduced, and you get like 5, 6, 7% swings in some cases, and then it's a good time to trade them. Otherwise, but it tends to be after hours. The movements tend to be after hours, but otherwise, you don't tend to get huge volatility on these stocks. They're safe. They're good for swing trading. They're good for investing. For day trading, it's you need to catch them in a trending market. So right now we're in a range market, so you get a lot of these higher priced, less volatile, large cap stocks. They move with the market, and because the market's not moving, they're not moving either. Oh. Let's have a look. What else have we got here? Not a lot actually. Once again, so we've not traded the small account yet. So we're pretty much where we were. Small account today, 720. That's just so SDA. I looked at it. They looked at it originally on the small account, and there was no leverage, so that's why I traded it on the main account. But it was a nice move up. I got in here as it moved up after this pullback, and was able to ride it pretty much to the top. And once I got out of here, well, I took profits, but I got out of here as started breaking new lows. First candle to break a new low. That's the rule. And I thought, okay, you can always come back to it later. But there's no leverage on it, so. I'll fetch underneath the VWAP. I did draw these lines. They're not, just in case it broke out, but it broke down rather than breaking out. So yeah, I'll fetch. No. SDA, they weren't too bad actually. They were about kind of 5-10 cents. It moved really quick, so I think the widest I saw it was about 12 cents. Catalent still the one to watch. You can't trade that kind of volume though. That's the problem. So at the moment we've just got one of those tepid pre-markets again that we've been having for the last week, and it's cyclical. You get cold periods, you get choppy periods, you get hot periods. I thought we were coming into a hot period. We actually did. We had a couple of weeks where it was really hot. The market, we got so much volatility. The Chinese stocks in particular were just moving up and going parabolic and having that follow through that we like. And then somebody turned the tap off, or turned the faucet off if you're American. Somebody just switched off the supply and it just dried up. That was Wednesday last week. That the volume seemed to drop out of the market in the particularly in the low cap stocks. We're getting occasional poppers. So yesterday we got a few later in the day that I didn't trade. There was a few that moved up, that moved well enough after hours during the day. Let's have a quick look. For example, this popped was the close yesterday. You can see this is Goose, so Canada Goose. That popped into the close yesterday. So I'll just pull this back a little bit. So that popped into the close after selling off hard all day. We had a nice double bottom there actually, before it then broke out and moved up. It's kind of a reversal. We also had no, that didn't make much of a move. Palantir was good yesterday. Palantir's been good for the last couple of days. I mean, if you look at this on the 60-minute chart, you can see that the last couple of weeks, it's been good. But this last couple of days, two really good days, Wednesday and Thursday, reasonable days. A consolidation day on Tuesday, but a good day on Monday as well. Big pop up on the earnings. That was last week. Couple of days consolidate, a couple of days gains after that before pulling back, and then this week. So that's Palantir. Of course, Wednesday's IPO. PWD just sold off yesterday after that pop that crucified me. And then it's done nothing since. So I'll keep it on watch. If we get any, we've not got any volume at the moment, but if we get any volume, it might move. You just got to be careful trading that. There was a lot of volatility yesterday. So much. I mean, there was a lot of things would move up and then just flush back down again. So ILM. Kind of move up, flush down, move up, flush down, hard flush down, move up, flush down. A lot of that was happening across the market yesterday, particularly with things that were moving. It was just it was difficult to find clean moves. Why is Palantir good last few days? It had good earnings last week, and it's a continuation of that tournament. Is anybody watching on TikTok? Am I live on TikTok? Not got any comments on TikTok. What's going on? Not a single person commenting on TikTok. Okay. Yeah, you and me both, Phil. Yeah, MGRM. Just no volume on it at the moment. So 193,000 shares traded. We'll see. I mean, it's gapped up overnight, but you may get a continuation. You may get a bit of interest coming through. I mean, there's a bit of volume coming in over the last few minutes, but it's still not great volume. So this is the Monogram Orthopedics, which was an IPO yesterday. You're everywhere, Alistair. So you look at that. I mean, that's just gone from 28 to 35, nearly. No, it's gone from 28 to 35, and you can't even trade that. And you're saying that it's down 38, and the spreads are $3. So this is another one where the spreads are going to get you. If rhythm isn't going to get you, then the spreads certainly are. Just be careful. You don't want to get caught on stuff. It's best just to wait for these stocks to find a kind of an FMV and then watch for the breakouts from there. These IPOs that are volatile like that, they're nice to trade when they go in your favor, but they can be soul crushing if they don't. They really can. Yeah, no, exactly, Calvis. That's the IPO art, yeah. I mean, we had that 16,000 volume spike there, and it's just not, the volume's not sustained, let alone the price. The spreads have narrowed though, funnily enough. 50 cents. Oh, 80 cents, 90 cents. Yeah, so the spreads are rangy. Just be careful with these spreads. 30 cents now. Well, you might be okay. Sometimes luck is on your side. Absolutely. Yeah, I think that's been pushed out to next week, Irampu. I'm looking at the second week of July now, Alistair. So second week of July, that's what I'm planning on. Yeah, I've got no price for his AZTR. I think it's been pushed to next week. Yeah, by the date that said, Navigator. We're not particularly watching anything at the moment. We're kind of nothing really setting up nicely, so it's just a case of watch this space, I guess. I mean, there's some movement in the penny stocks, and if you're a regular, you'll know I don't trade the penny stocks for a number of reasons, but there's some movement in the penny stocks. Yeah, I'm watching that as well. GSI Technology. I don't know about loading up. I don't know about what is an AI company. I mean, you can't really. I don't think there's a Chat GPT. It's you know, it's not an AI company, is it? It's Open AI. It's Thomas, go into the video and. All right, you're talking about the YouTube videos. Those are the tutorials for Benzinga. I've not done mine, but just check them out. There's the full setting. So it's all to do with personal preference. So it's basically it's a full tutorials on Benzinga platform and each one of those individual components. So yeah. It's more of a deep dive into how to configure your scanners to get what you want out of it. But if you need any more information from myself, I'm happy to add my 2 pennies worth as well. So let's putting it into context. What I'm using Benzinga. What you see me using Benzinga Pro for is very basic functionality of Benzinga, the Benzinga platform. It's capable of doing so much more. It's so much more capable of doing a lot more than what I use it for on a daily. I do use it for more, but what you see me using it for on a daily is just kind of basic stock selection and scanners. There's a lot more to it than that. Well, we've got a little over 20 minutes to the bell. MGRM, let's go back to that one. Oh, so I've got 180 Life Science breaking highs here up at $1.30. Not something I'm going to be trading, but just gives us a little bit of something to talk about. There's not a lot else moving. NVB moved yesterday. Yeah, it's not a bit choppy. A lot of chop. Just be careful, guys. Probably better. That's that moment. Do you know what? I'm thinking back to last year, and May for me last year was horrible. I just couldn't get a break in May last year. I ended up losing money for the whole month and had some really big losses. So I'm kind of thinking, do you know what? If I go back to last year and review some of the trades I took last year and May as a whole from a trading perspective, it's not much difference than it is today. So look, if June, July, and August is as good as it was last year, I'll take that. But yeah, I mean, May last year. Hey, Mike. May last year was very choppy and difficult. No, I didn't, Vols. Red across the board. So I couldn't afford to take any more risk in terms of the small account and ended up getting frustrated with it. So I locked that down. I made a couple of trades that I recovered a little bit, so I finished a little over 10,000 down yesterday, Vols. So not a good day, not a good day. Morning all day, but look, it happens. You know, you're gonna get red days, and yesterday was not the day for me to be kind of swinging hard. Any trades today? Only the one on STA. So far. Yeah, this could be interesting. Yeah. Spread Sun Car Technology. Yeah, just not reliable. I mean, look, the move up and then look how quickly it's pulled back again. So going back to what I was just talking about then was how choppy it is in May. Going back to last year, and it was a similar kind of situation. But right now, it's. I was looking at that. I was thinking, okay, if we get over these highs, this swing high might be of interest, but it is what it is. Oh, have I not updated the small account? I thought I'd updated the small account details. Let me just have a quick look. Yeah, I have. It's 721 on the small account at the moment. The Aliyami, the clue is on the screen in front of you. So we gave back quite a bit yesterday. We gave back over $300 yesterday, close to $400 actually, like $390. So it wasn't a good day on the small account. Exhaler kind of punished me. GSIT, GSI Tech. GSI Technology. All right, we're approaching this this 660 level, which is the pre-market high so far, 661. Well, this could be interesting. I'm not going to trade the small account until after the bell. There's a nice double bottom there as well at kind of 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. It moved all the way up before pulling back. So it's just about to break session highs. Got a little over 15 minutes to the bell. So there we go. We've got new high of day. Yeah, and that's what it was doing yesterday. Every time it broke highs, there was a few yesterday that were doing that. They break highs and then flush and go red. So all all the new highs were on red candles, which was so frustrating. Yeah, Xeela's not done anything either. Yeah. 7:30. Well, that's the high from earlier in the week. Beginning of the week went up to 7:30, and that's I think that's the. I'll have to double check, but that's, as far as I can see, that's the highest it's been. Not yet, it isn't. By the dip. Not yet, it isn't. I think what you're confusing is the post-market high and the pre-market high. So post-market, it went up to after hours yesterday, after the close, it went up to 673. That's not pre-market. So we're now actually, you're right. The high is 673. It's just hit it there now. I can smell funny tobacco. It's not me that's partaking. And new highs. Thing is, there's no real good setup there because of how slow it's moving. And every time it pulls back, and you're like, okay, is it going to top out now? Is it going to top out? Should have got him for the on this pullback here at 65 was the entry really. Right, okay. A little bit of pullback here now. 674. So high of day 680. High of this candle 674. Limit orders pre-market, John. Market orders will not execute without a market. So you can't put market orders in. You can't send market orders in pre-market. They just won't execute because there is no market open. So you need that. You can send marketable limit orders, but so like selling on the bid or buying on the ask, for example. But yeah, it's limit orders, buddy. Absolutely, Calvus. When you think you've reached peak patience, be even more patient. No, absolutely. Very true. Very true. But then I think you've got to strike the balance, and that's the key. Striking the balance is because if you try and be too patient, you end up being a little bit too reticent, and you don't take the trade. So I looked at this then, and I'm thinking on this because I'm on the small account. I'm thinking I'll take 250 shares. I should have got in at 665. They had the pullback here, and then as we broke 665, I thought, okay, that would have been a good entry. But then he pulled straight back again. So, you know, it's the moves aren't that clean, but I kind of thinking to myself, I could have got a good 15 cents there. That would have been a good trade. Yeah, so SDA didn't sustain. It just pulled all the way back to the VWAP. Kind of what I was worried about. Morning, Nath. Yeah, don't do what I've done and average down into. It's okay if you're in a position of strength, you can buy the support, which is fine. And then if it breaks that support, you've got a tight risk at that level. But don't be averaging down from a position of weakness. I do it too often, and it can be costly. That's what I did yesterday with when I got caught in that's flush from CWD. When I got caught in the halt down. Yeah, could be interesting. It's not doing anything. You sit back up at the highs. GSI technology. Tony, do I ever hold anything to the? Do I ever hold anything to the open? You've been coming watching my stream like every day for how long, and you've not seen me holding into the open before. I'm not a financial advisor, Steve, but it's not on my list to buy. It depends on what you're looking for. No, actually, it doesn't. AMC. Let's have a quick look at this while GSAT is AMC. From a day trading point of view, no. Look at it. It's $5 barcoding. There's no volume. There's no range. There's no opportunity in AMC. Or any kind of intraday trade at the moment. It has occasions when it'll have an increase in volume and it comes through. Now the question is, Is it a good buy? Is it a good buy for what? A day trade? No. A swing trade? No. Is it a good buy for long-term investment? I don't think so. I'm sure some people on Reddit will disagree with me, but it's a garbage company. Let's face it. It's not going anywhere. It's probably $5-6 is probably the fair market value for it. So people thinking it's going to go to the moon and the short squeezes in, and it's not. Trust me, it's not. When you get these meme stocks and they move, ride the momentum. Don't hodl. Hodl is this Wall Street Bets meme, Reddit meme. Hodl is not a strategy. It's a strategy if the idea is to lose money. Hodl, do not hodl. You will lose money. Always be taking profits. Simple as. If something is in steady decline, you cut, and let's say you're looking at long-term investing. The whole point of long-term investing is you're looking at companies that are consistently making money. They're in consistent growth mode. They pay out well on the dividends. They've got good debt to asset ratios. This is what you want to be investing in for the long term. But they're also innovative companies, so they're going to be around for the long term. You don't want to be investing in companies that are losing money hand over fist, time after time after time, because you will lose money. Simple. Hey Julie, good to have you back. It's been a great week for big tech. Let's have a look before we get the open. Let's have a quick look at some of these big tech stocks where we are today. So Nvidia slightly down on the day. AMD had a good day yesterday. Again, slightly down. Kind of dropped at 6 o'clock this morning. So Amazon's slightly up. Microsoft slightly down. So these are the down, but they're above the VWAP. So I think these will all turn green at some stage during some stage during the day. That's my opinion. It's not financial advice. If you go long on them and lose money, don't sue me. Yeah, I'm watching SDA. I'm watching GSI Tech. I'm watching Farfetched. It's played it at the moment. Guard Force maybe. Well, I'll put Guard Force on this one here. It's down on the day, but it had a good day yesterday, so and applied to a lesser degree. Oh, MGRM up at 33s. Oh, Microsoft. Along with the market. So the market overall just taking a bit of a dip. Why? All right, okay. So Apple. US home prices fall by the most in 11 years. That's not Apple. I don't know why that's. Didn't even look at Apple, did I? Apple's up. Microsoft just dumped along with the actual market. So let's have a look at the Qs. That almost went red. S&P 500 had a bit of a dip there. So look, we've got 90 seconds to the bell. We've got a few things on watch. Morning, Virgo. How many monitors do I have? I've got four monitors. I've got 4 screens at the moment. Alicalca. Yeah, I saw that. think the least said about that stock, the better. I'm going to change my scanners over. We've got like half a minute. May as well. There's not a lot moving just yet, so let's see what the market brings us in 30 seconds time. I think everybody lost it. Well, I didn't. I made money on AMC because I bought in at like 12 before it went up to like, I think I sold it at like 44 and went on its way back down from the highs. And I rode it I bought it a couple of times after that. It's one of those few stocks that I was swing trading at the time. There's the Dow. So NGRM straight into a halt to the upside. What about SDA? So SDA, this is looking like it might do something today. Good luck. Hope, don't forget to take profits though, Julie. Don't hold on to it until it goes worthless. When you've hit your goals, cash it in. Oh, cash some of it in. I don't know how many contracts you put, how many contracts you bought. Oh, GCP. Right, okay. That's a halt to the upside. No, not a lot of volume. DSI Technology. I'm watching that pre-market high level there. Far-fetched. That it? That's a bit weird. 25-1 reverse stock split. Bird Global. Yeah. Let's have a quick look at that. Yeah, they can't really do anything with that. Sorry. Far-fetched. Are you heading for those pre-market highs? SDA testing the opening range high. 740. Actually, I've got leverage on this one for the small account, don't I? Okay. MGRM, it's still halted. Watching this for that pre-market high level. GSI Technology just sold off at the open, as did Applied, and Guardforce not really doing much. So my watch list was pretty useless. Yeah, it'll come down. It's not gonna gap up to 420, 420. Come on, gapping up for $380. I don't think so. But yeah, nothing's breaking out right now. Slow, steady move up. Very choppy moves to the upside. So you've got to look at this range, 30-cent range. You've got to put that into context and say, okay, can I afford to risk 30 cents plus the spreads, which are currently like another 10 cents, 20 cents even, between 10 and 20 cents. So you've got to have if the spreads are 20 cents and the range is 30 cents and you want to trade, it's probably not the best ratio, but you're looking at least a 50-cent risk on that. I put it on a 30-cent risk and you're going to get 20-cent slippage. Alright, let's have a look. I've got it at resumption at 60, so it's a $20 gap up. Wow. Wow. I've got it at 58 now. So this could be absolutely mental. So just as I switch over to this, SDA breaks out. Finally break that pre-market high. I'm looking for over $8 here. Tapped $8. There's over $8 again. It's okay. Yes, he's not playing ball at all. Very choppy. It was easy to trade it pre-market, I'll give you that much. Much easier. There's 8, 805, 806. I'm just gonna get out. That's proving a little bit too difficult. Terrible choppy. And now we're getting kind of devil horns there as well on the 1 minute. So I'm just like, if that moves, if that goes, that's going to really go. Over $8, this could go to kind of $12 today. Well, certainly to 10 at least. Looking at it on the daily. Although it is a new SPAC merger as of yesterday. Let's have a look at MGRM. I made a little bit. There's the resumption. Hold down. You're going to get this. Hold up, hold down. You're going to get this a lot. This looks like it might be a false halt. Yeah, false halt. Straight up, back up again. $7 spreads. Wow. You do not want to try and trade this. The range is only $3 and the spreads are far outweigh the range at the moment. So this is just nightmare fuel. Nightmare. It's interesting to watch though, guys. I mean, look at how many false halts throughout now. This is the third false halt to the downside. Now the spreads have narrowed. They're only like $2. This is nightmare fuel. If you try and trade this, whatever you're buying, if you've got $40 to spare and you want to take one share, then fine, or 10 shares for $400 and risk the whole thing. Don't go in bigger size with this because it is nightmare fuel. It might go your way and make some money for you, but the likelihood is it's going to blow up your account. If you go in too big, it will blow up your account. And this one's extremely choppy. Far-fetched Far-fetched will be good over 550 now. Back over 550, it should be good. Yeah, I know. I mean, this one doesn't know which way it's going. Wicks up, wicks down. That sounds like Mr. Miyagi teaching a karate lesson. All day, you're a degenerate. What did I say about gambling? You're a degenerate, but fair play to you. Enjoy your weekend, boss. Enjoy your weekend. We're going to get the breakout on far-fetched. Yeah, I might be just taking my small green day and heading for the sunset as well. Just looking at what else is moving, I'm missing a few of these that are moving. AVTX, let's have a look at that one. Has it got any kind of volume? No. The answer there is a very quick no. $0.25 there I'm looking for. New high of day. Well, nice one, Andy. Yeah, SDA was it was SPAC merger yesterday, Neath. So it sold off hard yesterday on the SPAC merger news, but I don't ever think AI is the new crypto. AI is the new NFT. So it's a fad. Machine learning, all that kind of stuff. Everybody's jumping on the bandwagon with it. Trying to release some kind of AI catalyst, AI news report. Even my old company had a press release around their AI cybersecurity. I'm like, it's not AI at all. Shut up. It's getting very diluted. The actual terminology, artificial intelligence, is getting diluted. And they're applying it to any kind of machine learning, which is not AI. Yeah, Farfetch's just not breaking out. All right, let's have a look at what else is moving now. It's a penny stock here that's got a bit of momentum. Lucy Scientific Discoveries, which is LSDI. Sounds like a party pill. New buzzword, absolutely. Yeah, Farfetch. I wouldn't say it's disappointed. It's still consolidating, and it's just difficult. Let's have a quick look at the level 2 on this. It's stacked at 550. That's the problem. Which is why I said if it gets over 550, I mean, we've got sellers there looking for like 39,000, trying to sell 39,000, 40,000, 50,000 shares. So this is the problem you get with higher flow, low cap stocks with higher flows. Farfetch, kind of a big float, and look, the level 2 is absolutely stacked at 550. So if it gets above 550, it can probably motor, but it's just not. That seller wall at 550 is just proving difficult. The MGRM party, it's halted all day. I'll go back to it. I'll show you. MGM's halted to the downside. It looks like it's going to gap down as well, so it looks like it's going to resume around 35.80-ish, give or take. Between 35.80 and 35. That's probably what the spreads are going to be, about 80 cents. So, on resumption, that is. So between 35 and 34. No, 35 and 36, sorry. It's going to gap down. So this halted at 46, probably will be a 5-minute halt, I reckon, this time round. So 51. We'll see. I mean, who knows? Oh, let's have a look at Farfetched again. Far-fetched, we got above 550 briefly, quick rejection. What you've got to understand there is somebody's got orders there to sell at 550. If the price action goes to 551, those 550 sellers are still selling. They're just selling a bit higher. So the 32,000, now we're seeing a lot more than just 32,000, Faz. That was just one order. There's a whole bunch of like 30,000 plus orders. CrowdStrike, breaking highs. Not something I can trade on the small account. Less volatile, much higher price, higher cap stock. And we're missing GSI Technology curling round. Lovely double bottom bounce there. Okay, I'm looking for 75 here. We get it. There's 75. Looking for 75 on the bid. Take that off and put a 10-cent trail in there. Small account. Looks like we've got $70 as our target today. Whoa! That blasted past my... What kind of flush is that? And that's the thing that we've been dealing with this last week. The break of highs and then the fast flush. Whoa! And that's why you put stops in place. That was... could have been painful, but like... Paid for the trade. Put stops in place. That's a hard flush down from 45 cents. I'm glad I had stop in place. But unfortunately, I thought I was going to get to goal on the first trade. But it kind of rejected. Like an idiot, I should have taken the all off there, but as it started to touch the pre-market high. In hindsight's a wonderful thing. I should have, mind you, I put my stop in place, so I traded that right. I got my 10 cents, took half off, put the trailing stop in place. I should have been stopped out here at about 670, but look. You're right. Wise key. Ooh. Wise key just halted. Let's have a look at, has there been some news? WiseKey International. That's pump out of nowhere. Okay, so Friday. WiseKey and Photo Systems to launch new WiseSat-ready satellites with SpaceX. That's old news. That's just dropped at 9:50. Yeah, so that's why that's popped. But it's old news. We saw that same news there. Was it last week or a week before? Yeah, last week, Monday. Yeah, so Elon Musk catalyst on Monday for partnership with SpaceX. So this is, I guess, this is just a confirmation of that. Yeah, absolutely an important stop. Nice double bottom though. I was tired yesterday, Super Chip. I've just not been sleeping very well. I've got kind of need to catch up on some sleep. I'll get that over the weekend, I think. No, it's not so much a pump and dump. It's got a catalyst with SpaceX or Elon Musk's. It does have news that's just dropped, which is why it's pumped. So this should resume in 2 minutes. I'm kind of looking for anything else that might resume. Let's have a look at MGRM again. And MGRM 46. So this is a 10-minute halt. Should resume in the next couple of minutes, and it's $35.94. So it should gap down to around $36, $35. There we go. There's a $35 gap down. 31.50 is the halt to the downside. 38.50 to the upside. There we go. Another halt down. Is that still on, Super Chip? But I don't think I get that channel here in Ireland. This is moving up nice. Oh, finger of fudge. That's WiseKey. What far-fetched. Look at that. Finally broke out. I did say once it breaks 550, it's going to go. No, I'm too late to the party. Oh. Wait for a pullback and a move back up. Thing is, this is level 2 so stacked on this, it's probably not worth trading it because you're not going to get the big moves. I'm up $5 unrealized at the moment. Some big sellers on this one. Yeah, absolutely, Neith. Absolutely. That's a good. That's probably the best way of describing it. Overcrowded. When you get into level 2 like this, it's just not cricket. I think my cut-off, I'll give it 5 cents. That's all I'm giving it. I'm at 65. I'm putting the stop at 60. There you go. I'm at. SDA, that's vomited. It's there. It's back under $7 now. Let's have a look at some of these other momentum, so-called momentum stocks here. Yeah, it's pulling back. Yeah. It's not something I can really do. Groupon's having a good day. 5% up on the day. I would say it's having a good day. It's not really. Let's go back to WiseKey. It depends. If it's my stop losses are always market orders, Alicalca. If I put, that's why stop losses don't work. So this resumed higher, pull back, moving back up again. So yeah, if I'm trying to take profit, then I will use my limit orders, and that way I'm not selling on the bid. It's not selling on the ask and forcing the price down. I'm actually selling on the bid and adding to the liquidity and adding to the upwards momentum. But I put stop losses in its market orders. All right, anything else moving, guys? I can't see anything at all. WiseKey, about to break highs. There you go. BVS, so this is Bioventus. This is up there as well, having a good day. 45, 40, 50% up on the day nearly. Yeah, it is. It's a $2 stock. It's kind of the floor that I have. I don't like trading below 3, and my absolute basement floor is $2, but it's up there. It's the top momentum stock right now. And WiseKey's looking probably a little bit better. Let's have a look at WiseKey. I'll look at it on the main account because I've got no leverage under $5. On a small account. Hello, dog. You okay? You've been enjoying the sunshine, yeah? Enjoying the sunshine? You're a good girl. Yeah, Catalent, much higher price stock, but Catalent's had good earnings, so that's why Catalent's moving up. I want to see the break of the $0.50. There it goes. Take some off. Base hits. Not getting filled. Yeah, go away, dog. I'll pet you later. Yeah, it was a false halt. Next halt level up is 397, so we're a little way off that now. High of day is 384. Range 21 cents on this at the moment. Penny spreads. Look a little bit more in that. Devil horns, devil horns. All the devil horns, as they happened, I didn't pull the trigger quick enough. Looking for the bounce on the VWAP here. Possible VWAP bounce. VWAP is 326. $0.25. I just bounced below it. That was harsh. SDA is breaking lows now. Oh, session lows. 650s. NGRM breaking lows again. There's a lot of selling going on right now, guys. So we're going to have a bit of a turnaround in a few moments. All the selling for now. Just gonna to high of this 33, 35. Pulling back now, so we're not trading that more no more. We're green, but we got green. We need to stay green, so we can't afford to take another losing trade today. What we'll see now is, after all that selling, there's only so much selling can go on before the buying puts in. Yeah, I'm not going to watch let's have a look at Wise Key here. Put that on there for if it does make a move back up. Excuse me. So SDA, MGRM, all to the south side right now. But most things are. Bioventus. Wise Key, Farfetch, Stereotaxis. If you've got puts on Tesla, now will be a good time to cash them in. If you've not done already. Who was it that had the puts on Tesla? Julie, I think, wasn't it? Yeah. I hope you managed to take your profit, Julie. This is Tesla right now. Bioset. Not great volume. Buy high, sell higher. That's what I did. So I had a reverse stock split on Wednesday. And, okay, so this is 10.14. So, yeah, probably not something. Might be. We don't know. Let's see. I'll keep an eye out for that one. Yeah, I've had a couple of tough days though, Calvis. This last week, last Thursday and yesterday in particular, where red days are in it. The thing is, though, losing days. I keep saying every single time I'm on here, even when I'm up like 50,000 or something. Red days are inevitable. Losing days are something you've got to tolerate with, particularly when it's the markets are like they are at the moment. So we've got very choppy markets, very sideways, very choppy market. I mean, just look at the spike. I mean, over the last month and a bit, the S&P 500 hasn't moved. Today it opened here. It opened at 420.17. It's currently 420.72. So the SPY hasn't moved at all. It's it's got a high of 420.72. So this is the SPY, and the SPY is the S&P 500. It's the go-to stock that if you want to see how the market's doing. And I keep saying one of the most powerful indicators that I have on my chart, and I don't use it particularly for entries or exits or something like that, is the VWAP. What it is a trend indicator, an intraday trend indicator. And when you've got action like this, where it's below, it's above, it's below, it's above, it's below, it's just a ranging sideways market. You can get some volatility. Some people like to trade these markets because they'll buy the bottoms, sell the tops, and vice versa. Sell the tops and buy the bottoms. But I find that they're a lot more difficult to trade. And what you tend to find is why the stocks that are trading will then behave in a similar commensurate manner. So when you get these breakout stocks, they move up and then have a good move up, and then they don't have the follow through. In a nice bullish market, you get that follow through and you get the good continuation. And we're just not seeing that. And when we're getting these moves up, we're getting huge volatility on the moves up as well. So big swings both up and down. And yeah, it's difficult to trade in markets like this. Yeah, well, my integrity's in question, Paddy. Okay, fair play. I don't know why, but okay. Multi-month resistance up at that level, Neith. I mean, it's just had that reverse stock split, so you know. Let's have another look at it. Yeah. Higher concept. Resumed. Now we've got a high of day 916. 974 is the halt level. Why not getting filled at all? $0.47, 50 cents on the range. I'll put a 20-cent trailing stop in that one. Just for the resumption, just in case it gaps down. Not quite. Halt. There's the halt. So I'll come back to that in a second. It looks like a $10 resumption. So not much of a gap up, but we'll see. A 20-cent trailing stop in place, which is there to protect me on the basis of either a gap down or an immediate pullback. So yeah, there we go. Let's have a look at what else is moving. Yeah, this is a top momentum stock right now. Neo. There's a blast from the past. One of the very first stocks I bought when I first got into this game for day trading. And all the rage then, it was just going from strength to strength. About this price that I bought it, actually, it might have been a little bit more. It went up to like 30 something or 20 something intraday or whatever. But that's Neo. Neo moving up. I wouldn't say it's having a great day. It's only 3% up, but it's up. So the range on Neo is very small, so you're not going to get great moves with that. Guard Force staying on the day below the VWAP. Okay, EMVB trying to make another move today. Ooh, just as I switched over, it broke the pre-market highs. So ENVB is looking another one that's looking like it might be trying to move up again. GSI Technology trying to do a red to green move. ENVB, interesting. Back to the second. I need to know what time I'm resuming here. 26. Let you guys watch that while I go and take a bathroom break. Okay, so ENVB, this is looking fairly strong at the moment. Not a stock pick. I don't do stock picks. I'm not a financial advisor. Just a fat guy on the internet with an opinion. Never take a break. Well, what's the worst thing that can do, Doji Dude? At the moment, I've got a trailing stop in place. The worst thing that it can do is it can resume and stop me out. Let's have a look at the resumption price on... I've got a 1040 resumption. And 55 resumption, so it's a nice, looks like it's going to be a nice gap up. It's going to be a 10-minute halt, I think. Yeah, so we can look at, we can go back and watch ENVB. Oh, should have gone a bit more aggressive and gone in for a little bit higher share size. If we get the continuation, there's a chance to add to it, I guess. What's the news on it? It had a reverse stock split yesterday, not Wednesday. It had a reverse stock split on Wednesday. So that's the most recent news on it. In terms of, it's heavily shorted as well. So it's 52% short float. It's a micro float. It's only like 600,000 in the float, but half of that, 300,000, is shorted. So it's heavily shorted. There is an S1 from Tuesday. Yeah, so there's an offering there. S1 though, so as opposed to an S3, it's all at once. When they hit, it's just typical to do a stock split and then get the price up and hit the market with another offering to raise some money, because let's face it, they're a garbage company. Most of these companies that I'm trading on a daily basis, they're garbage companies. They're not making any money at all. Let's have a look at the financials here on this one. Yeah, this it's just not making any money at all. EPS diluted minus 65, EBITDA minus 35 million. Yeah, they're losing money hand over fist all over the place. Cash from financing, 1.4 million losses. Cash from investing, 800k losses. Cash from operations, 18 million in losses. So yeah, free cash flow quarterly, so they're losing $19 million a quarter. So yeah, the garbage companies. The price, it's looking like it's going to resume at 10.40. I've got a $10.40 resumption price here. No, you look at the imbalance trade on one. So if you, it depends on what platform you're on, but I'm looking at it on Dash Trade, and there's a underneath the level one, when there's a halt, it's got the imbalance, it's got the when the time was paused, it's got the imbalance level, and then it's got the resumption level, the resumption price. So it looks like it should resume at $10.40. $10.40. We'll see. Which is almost $1. So I'm in at 9.30. So that'll be $1 up. So long may it continue. Let's see. Let's have it resume, and it should resume in about 30 seconds. So I may as well stick on this. So let's have it resume and go straight up into another upwards hold, shall we? That'd be nice. Can't see it though. And 50 resumption right now. And 70 resumption right now. We're back to 10.50. I don't think I'll get to goal with it, not unless it shoots up into another halt. There we go. 3,600. I got stopped out. And that's why you put your stops in place, to prevent things like that happening. Halt to the downside. No, there's a couple of S1s who've been registered this last while, but no S3 Calvus. What's the imbalance? So the imbalance is basically showing the price action in terms of orders that are in the system, and it's showing how many orders are at a certain level versus orders at another level, and it takes the imbalance is where it's going to go. So yeah. But that's where they get the assumed resumption price at, is across the board. No worries, Moose. Doji, good stuff. Well, I hope you had a stop in place as well. What was I looking at before this one? NVB. Still up here making highs. Injured over the $0.25. There you go. Let's get my stop in place. 10 cents this time. Stopped out. Okay, it went to the halt level, false halt, and I got stopped out. $425. It's a base hit. Nice base hit. Strong base hit. No, that's fine there, Doji. Whatever floats your boat, whatever works for you makes you profit. I got 10 cents on the average. Thought we were going to halt it, go into a halt then. Still time, 448. Halt level. $455 the halt level now, so needs to get over 450. Where are you going? There we go. GDC? Not seeing that on the scanners. I'll take a look. Nah, it's not doing well. What are you talking about? GDC doing well? It's down on the day just slightly, and there's nobody trading it. There's like 164,000 shares traded all day. It's like there's no volume, and nobody's trading it. So that's not doing well. GD Culture, it did well at the beginning of the month for me. Had a fantastic trade on this on the first of the month, but right now no trade there. No, but you don't have to be a pro to understand what to look for. I mean, it takes, first and foremost, it needs to be, for it to be doing well, unless you're looking to short it, in which the stock isn't doing well, but you could be doing well out of it. It needs to be up on the day, and it's actually down on the day. So that's a bit of a giveaway. And then there's nobody trading it. There's no volume at all. So nothing about being a pro or anything. SDA is down there. It's testing $6 now to the downside. So SDA is down here at $6 now. Fortune below where I got in pre-market. As for yesterday's IPO, MGRM, that's just hemorrhaging. That's bleeding out right now. So this will be back down towards $10 if it carries on. Oh, it's halted to the downside now. The MVB. Go figure. That's how choppy the market is. I mean, this was false halt to the upside, then halted to the downside. So yeah, well, I'm looking at that now, and I'm kind of kicking myself. I didn't pay attention to that. Take the profits up at the top instead of adding. Got rejected at 450 yesterday as well. Minimum. Not a great volume on minimum, but it's hitting the scanners. So I thought I'd take a look, given that it's a former runner over this last couple of weeks. Oh, Mavis. Microvision. I don't like trading Microvision. This is another one where the level 2 is absolutely stacked and overcrowded. So, but it's moving up. 12.5% on the day. Having a good day. Nearly 13%. So, fill your boots, guys. Some days it'll be like this. Choppy, sideways, moves up, big flush down, pullbacks, bounces, nothing really clean. And my advice, although not financial advice, so my advice is that anybody learning to trade is stay in a simulator if when it's like this. Just cut your teeth. If you can make money in the markets the way they are right now, kind of ranging sideways. Let's go back to the S&P 500, and I'll show you this right now. So this is the S&P 500 today. So when you've got ranging market, a lot of stocks behave in a similar fashion. So it's up, it's down, it's up, it's down, which it prevents that, because it's not trending in a particular direction. It prevents the stocks from actually building up the momentum and having that continuation. So it's difficult to be really profitable when the market's like this, and it's been like this for about 2 weeks now. So yeah, just be careful out there and manage your risk. We are up there at the highs, the highs of this year, should I say, and 420s on the SPY. So the markets are doing well. Tech markets slightly down. The Qs are slightly down on the day, but again, this is just sideways chart. So up, down, up, down, up, down. It's not really going anywhere. Yesterday's closing price is here, so you can see we've not gone anywhere over the last 24 hours. So not yet, at least. Yeah, this is having a good moment, but how do you trade it? Where's the entry? 16 cents. Yeah, 6 cents on the spread, 16 cents on the 1 minute range. The volume's coming in now. It's since the bottom of the hour. Just be careful. MVB resumed. So that's kind of bouncing on yesterday's closing price below the VWAP. Needs to get back over $4 for me. Bioset halted to the upside again. Oh dear, missed that one. Missed the resumption. Looks like a similar kind of resumption as it did before. 11.40. But no, it's did $11 from. So let's have a look. We did 9.91 to a resumption at 10.89. So it's a whole dollar gap. Right now we're at 10.30, and it's looking like actually 10.50. So no, it's a small gap up. So that was 44. So 49, it should resume. MGRM halted to the downside. Yeah. So this is selling off again. Looks like it's going to be quite a substantial gap down as well. Got a resumption at 16.20. It's currently halted at 17.91. So it just goes to show that a lot of these stocks that have made these good moves pre-market and at the open just don't have the strength to sustain. not like a Top Financial or GDC earlier in the month. Top Financial last month. When does Top Financial resume? It's 25th, is it? Next week? Minimum. Oh, it's up at 550 right now. It depends on the action to get there. Right now, I'm not seeing any clean moves. I mean, 540, the pullback, and then the move up, but it's not clean enough. Getting at 540, you've got to give this at least 20 cents on the wrist. Now, if it's back over 550, could be interesting. This is the first 5-minute candle that's red. This on the 5 minutes. The first 5-minute red candle, or was. It's just gone green again now. So, what do I know? I'm just a fat guy on the internet. I don't believe that, Super Chip. It's like what you're saying is that money is finite and it's coming from one into another and then vice versa. I don't believe that for a second. I think that the large cap, the institutional investment will always lean towards large caps. Retail investment, in most cases, retail traders will tend to go for the smaller price because that's what they can afford. So that tends to be what it is. Of course, you're going to get large cap traders. And fair play to them, good luck. But I don't think, from a liquidity point of view, I don't think if you take it out of, if it's gone from one, it's because it's gone into the other. I don't believe that. You might be right, but I don't believe it. Yeah, no, the large cap stocks, the big tech, I think they're safe investments. Long term, for sure. This is now 22% up on the day. Not sure. Yeah, it is there. It's on the scanners. I was kind of, why is it on the scanners? But it is. MNK. Hitting new highs of day. $2 stock. MNK. That's the new momentum stock. Malinkroid. Look, I don't know how you pronounce it, but Malinkroid, I think. This is now up 100% on the day and down climbing. Let's have a look. Why is there a catalyst? Form 8 on Wednesday. No company-specific news. No company-specific news at all. Let's go back to BioC. Should resume. It's a 5-minute halt. It will resume. Oh, it would have resumed. I guess it's a 10-minute halt. Look at MNK. Well, you think you're not far off. I don't know about the NASDAQ, but certainly the S&P 500. When you look at Apple, it accounts for about 15%. you've got 500 stocks in the S&P 500. Oh, you don't say, Tony. There's a bit of an obvious statement. Yeah, I know it is. But Apple is weighted, and Apple accounts for about 15% of the movement of the S&P 500. So at one stock, Apple, it has the largest share of weighting. It's about 15%. So yeah, you're absolutely right. When you say about 6 stocks running the NASDAQ, the NASDAQ's a slightly different. But if you look at if you're thinking the NASDAQ 100, then you probably, it's heavily weighted towards the kind of top 5, top 10. Sure, but the S&P 500 is no different, and that's all blue chips. Yeah, MGRM resumed and selling. Lock that in. Trailing stop in place. MNK, he's got good action now. I'll put the $0.75 level. Is it going to break the $0.75 level? I'll get stopped out. Don't mind that. An extra 1k. Nice base hit. It's a nice strong base hit. Is that one? Break of the $0.50 was great. Oh, that was nasty. I just turned that on and it's holding to the downside. You know, like pull back to the VWAP and then flush down past it. So, ouch. Let's have a look at bio. It should resume any time now. About 5 seconds, 6 seconds, or something like that. Ah, terrible fill. I'll pull back and get a bit more on this. Halted. Oh, I don't think it's going to gap up to $15, but we'll see. Oh, I didn't put the stop in place like an idiot. Okay. Ask me who's an idiot. That's a good question. Sometimes it does that, and I'll be able to get a refund on that. So when you put an order in, it sometimes fills you whatever it is, but that's a good spot, so I'll be able to get a refund on that, the tune of 6 cents. Nice. Happy days. Doesn't happen often, but it occasionally happens. It's a problem with this. Usually that's a glitch on the system when that happens, and I'll just contact the broker and they'll look into it, and they refund the balance, the difference. 1385. I've got 1402. Yeah, absolutely. And then K's still moving. Right, it's pulling back though. Well, I need 1500, so it's pulling back a little bit. I'm not sure that it will gap up at this stage. We'll find out at the top of the hour. Make a note of that entry as well. Poor Phil. Yeah, so I'll get 6 cents extra on that at least. Well, unfortunately, Calvus, that means you're probably going to be red after fees and charges. So, you feel that sometimes they have to fill you at the national best average at the time. So sometimes, I mean, that's happened to me a couple of times. A couple of months ago, I got filled at, like, I think it was 60 cents above the where the price action was, and it's just a glitch. If you flag it to the broker, they will refund you the balance or whatever it is. So it's not a problem. But it can, funnily enough, it can ruin your day, as it did with me at the time. If you put a limit, the thing is, if you put a limit order in there, it means you're prepared to buy at a particular level, and then the market maker will fill you with who's selling at that level. Now, if there's a halt level in between, sometimes it doesn't matter. Now let's go back to it. $44. No, 1983. It's not luck. I wasn't exactly lucky yesterday. Every trade, well, not every trade. My last 2 trades were good, but most of my trades went against me on yesterday. I'm glad I've not gone in big size on this one. I have a feeling this might gap down. How do I get filled there with this stop at 1270? That's just shocking. How did I get filled? I lost a whole $1 on that. That is shocking. That is a terrible fill. That's not even possible either. Yeah, there's an issue there for sure. Well, no, it's happened 2 or 3 times now, well, actually twice, where I've been refunded the balance, refunded the difference, flip jug. You got out at 1280. I don't know why I didn't get out at 1270. I had a stop loss in there. It's insane, madness. Yeah. No, it's not a scratch trade. I've actually lost money on that trade. It's just slippage. So the problem with stop losses it's essentially it's a trigger. It's a market order. It's a trigger market order. But what it does is once it reaches a certain level, it's a case of, okay, get me out of this trade. Get me out of this trade at the best possible price. And it basically, best possible price it's got me out of is right at the bottom of that candle. So I've lost a whole $1 on that. More than. Well, look, I'm glad I was only in for 1,000, so we'll see. Yeah, it has as well. So where to go before it's back up at the VWAP? I think we might see this get rejected at $7, come back and then retake it. I'm just kind of looking at it potentially for an inverse head and shoulders on the 5-minute. Down here, there's one shoulder, this ahead. So come up to $7 and then get rejected again. What's that? Ugh. I forgot to pay my mobile bill. So they've applied a late fee. I'm crying. All right, let's see what else. Is Mink still moving? It is. I'll put $3. Yeah, look. When they pull the bid like that's what's known as an algo flush. When they pull the bids like that, but still, it's a pain. Increasing volume, and this could be interesting. High of day 305. No, absolutely, Super Chip. I totally agree with that. I don't think it is, but I think it's a software problem. Because you always get a little bit of latency between the data from the exchange to the actual platform. Here we go. Nice to fill this wick. I don't like the doji. Doji, changing sentiment doji there. Known as a gravestone doji. Looks like a cross on in a graveyard. When it moves up and the spreads just widen, don't like that. Let you take that with you. No silly flushes this time. I got stopped out. I knew I would. Yeah, what am I at on the small account? Small account challenge. $20 down. Excuse me. There's no leverage on this. Did BIOC resume? Oh, MNK is moving. High of day 374. That's a $0.75 level. It's very extended up here, so just be careful if you're trading it. On the 5 minute, it's extremely extended. You over gold? Well done, buddy. Resumed selling back off now. I'm annoyed at that. I'll get 20 cents per share back at least. So what's that, 200 quid? I'll get about 200 quid back on that. Breaking new highs on MINM. No, not yet. 6K daily is my goal, Vols. I thought you knew that. Last year it was 5K. I've increased my goals by 20% this year. But I'm over goal on the month by a long shot. Yeah, it's pulling back a little bit at the rejected at the $0.75 level, so it's entry there was 610. Oof, that's painful. I'm gonna buy that back up. There we go. Back over $6 and we'll be okay. Could lose all my gains on the day in this one trade if this doesn't turn around and bounce. Like I expected it to. Yeah, I got stop text. Well, there you go. Easy come, easy go. Yeah, they both did that, did they? Minimum and... No, MNK didn't flush down. Kind of sideways at the minute. Should not have taken that minimum trade up there at the highs. But look, it is what it is. MGRM is still selling off there. This breaks. If this moves up above $6 now, I'm gonna absolutely throw a wobbly. No. I did have a stop loss. That's why I got stopped out. You mean on the initial flush I didn't have a stop loss? Yeah. I should have just held. Bounce. Oh, the range is, the spreads are quite big actually. 20, 25 cents in some cases. I'm literally like 7 cents away from the ask. Oh yeah, Calvis, it can be absolutely soul crushing at times. But that's just something that you've got to get used to, you know. Try and detach your emotions from it. I mean, it's easier said than done, but you've got to try and detach your emotions from it. Here you are. You missed the MGRM move for sure, so it's not worth looking at right now. Selling off, down at 1550s and breaking lows. Actually, the S&P 500's actually come back down and gone red on the day, so go figure. Yeah, I think I'm going to knock this on the head for another bad day at the office. After being 5k up. Like I say, guys, it's a choppy market at the moment. The fake outs are aplenty, and the moves up they just don't get the follow through. So, I mean, it's not always the case. We've had some good moves today. We just had that. I mean, minimum has just destroyed the P&L on its own, but it's still showing as the top gapper. Top momentum stock. So this is just kind of sideways right now. Malincroft I don't know how you pronounce that. But it's the top. This is the top momentum stock right now. Yeah, it was, but I was in that, and then it's just sideways from when I got out. So if it makes a continuation, great. I mean, we've got the one red candle so far, and now we're looking for. It really needs to break 390. I have day currently at 395, but 390, and it should get over $4. Yeah, it was. I got caught in yesterday. I got flushed out with Exila and lost $250 on it. So yeah, we're down $20 today on the small account. Let's have a look at the small account. Let's see if there's anything worth trading right now. I don't think there is, but TO moving up, about to break that magical level. AMTX, it's under $5, so I won't get leverage on it. Yeah, you looked at the level 2. There's a bit of a seller wall at 520, so it's understandable why it got rejected there. It's 530 on the ask. We're looking for 530 on the bid. And this is what I'm talking about. The breakouts are just not clean. Got a breakout there, doesn't even go 10 cents, and then flushes back down again. Well, sometimes if you continue after taking a hit, you make the hit worse. So sometimes it's not the right thing to do, but you've got to recognize those times. Yeah, get out there. So another day, another dollar down. Yeah, well, that's that. It's about the emotions of trading, Bam. So I actually get more emotional about the small account than I do about the main account. And it's about trading the right size for your account, so what you're comfortable with. So I'm trying to manage this so that the small account, for example, I know if I go a certain level down, the account blows up. If I reach an equity position of like $350 unrealized, excuse me, I'll get liquidated. So managing that is actually quite. I'm probably more nervous doing that than I am on the main account, where I know I've got a big equity position behind me, and I can absorb, some of the losses. Yeah. I don't know about surging, but it owes us 1,000. Over 1050. Halt level at 1040. I was waiting for the break at 1050, but there's a halt level at 1040. The halt level is 1051, so there's opportunity every day, but it's always tricky. Spreads are what's tricky to trade on these. Sure. $0.20 spreads here. Why am I not getting filled? There we go. $11.02 is the halt level, so should be able to get a profit out of this before it halts. Why is the ask not moving from 1080? Hey Ronan, it's look, that's trading. Not every trade's gonna go in your favor. You've got to accept that you're going to be wrong, possibly even half the time. And if you're married, you'll realize that you probably make a better trader because you're probably wrong all the time. So being wrong half the time doesn't Yeah, I'm done. Another bad day at the office. Hang on a minute. Let's see. Keep saying that. I'm a degenerate. I really am. Why is key curling back round? Yeah, I'm not convinced with Wise Key. Go from red to green like that. That's a bad day at the office, guys. Just having one of those moments. I think I'm just going to lock it down. It was a bad day at the office, like I say. So, yeah, let's zoom out. I think when in doubt, zoom out. That's what I always say. So, yeah, let's have a quick look. Yeah, so right now we're not doing too bad on the month. Let's look at well, let's look at the overall details. So what it was, this is for the year. So we're not doing too bad. We're having a profitable year, but it's the month I want to look at. When in doubt, zoom out. I think we might be having a not very profitable week. So we're let's just go back to the calendar for a second. So we had the big green day, big red day on Thursday. It took us till yesterday till Wednesday to get rid of that drawdown. We had a 10k drawdown. This is going to be 25k in the hole after today, assuming nothing moves. So yeah, the drawdown's getting bigger. So we need to get rid of that drawdown. But we're still good. We're still over goal. We're still significantly over goal on the month, and we've still got 2 weeks left. So, well, a week and a half. So, when in doubt, zoom out. Go back to that calendar again. Yeah, so 12, 16. Yeah, that puts us in red on the week. That's not a good way to finish the week. Red on the week. I don't like that. We were 16, so we were 6,000 up on the week before today. So we're now, as a result of that, 14. So we're looking about 8k down on the week. That's always, it's just such a choppy moment in the market, and that's what you've got to factor in. If you're looking for A+ setups, there's probably been, I could probably count them on one hand today, those A+ setups, and you're taking mediocre setups and they're going against even the A+ setups. Some of those A+ setups have gone against, have not broke out and gone right. So sometimes you've got to just knock it on the head and walk away. And like I say, zoom out. If you're profitable on the week, if you're profitable on the day, great, fine, you're finishing green. If you're profitable on the week, but not on the day, you zoom out to the week. And if you're red on the week, like I am right now, zoom out and I'm profitable on the month. So I'm having a good month based on that big day on with GDC on the 1st. But yeah, probably not traded too well yesterday and today. It happens. So let's go back to Benzinga and the rest of the trades. AOC halted again. The downside this time, yeah. So look, we'll be back at it on Monday. We'll take a break and we're back at it on Monday and we'll do it all again. Actually, MNK looks like it's made a little bit of a curl and pop up. Watching the 5-minute chart would have been a good entry at 360. I really should lock this down. I mean, it's one of those days that I should have locked it down. It's not, you don't have to get to goal every day. If you're green and it's a choppy day, just lock the green in. And unfortunately, I decided to get greedy and I'm, OCD. I'm like, what was I, 500-600 away from goal? So I went in for that extra trade and it cost me. Take what the market's got to give you, buddy. Yeah, I'm going to rock it down. I'm going to I'll take the dog for a walk, come back. I'll have a look later, maybe. Probably not, but I may do. And in the meantime, you guys, come join me on Monday. We'll do it again. We'll see how much money we can lose on Monday. Okay. In the meantime, have a good weekend. Take it easy.